diet and nutrition for somebody who has air or vata dosha present. And there is a list for you which you can download, where it is a detailed food list where we have foods to favor, foods to reduce. But here I want to just talk about the kind of foods that you want to reduce if there is too much air or vata in you, either in your body type or as an imbalance or aggravation, that the kind of foods that would work would be which are warm and moist and slightly oily. And why they would work is because the air or vata body type is related to space and air, which typically bring dryness and coldness. So when there is too much dryness and coldness, what makes sense is I have foods that are warm and moist and slightly oily. So think of porridge for breakfast, or think of soups for lunch and dinner. Don't worry about the weather, what is it like, but if I am feeling like where the symptoms are, or in my body type there is too much vata or air, then I will always benefit from food. This would be the mantra that I would have: warm, moist and slightly oily. And the foods that I would like to avoid are dry and cold. For example, the biscuits or the toast is not really warm and moist, or crackers are not warm and moist. They are not the kind of foods that I would like to eat. So these are some examples. Details are in the list that you can see or download for you. Okay, so I will be talking now about some health complaints that are related to vata body type, which I had forgotten to add. So this will be added to the when I'm talking about vata characteristics. So the vata complaints, health issues typically will be where there is a movement happening. So anxiety and stress, for example, from what we know from science is anxiety and stress, there is movement in the neurons. And so typically vata body types will have anxiety and stress as their key issues. And another issue for vata is fear, in the emotional health issues. And then the other things will be dryness and coldness. So typically when vata people have health issues, or somebody who has got vata aggravation, then they will be having complaints about dryness and coldness. So it could be dry skin, dry lips, dry hair, so they may have dandruff issues, or dryness in the colon will give them constipation, and coldness will typically that their hands and feet they'll find typically are cold. So this is what I wanted to add in the complaints about vata.